1901 was marked by two deaths, one by natural causes and one at the hands of an assassin. The first death was the death of Queen Victoria, who had reigned as Queen of the British Empire for 61 years. Victoria ruled an empire in which the sun never set. She reigned over a remarkable period of peace and prosperity for the empire. When she died, however, the empire was not at peace, but was instead trying desperately to end the Boer War. Her funeral was attended by sovereigns from around the world. Among the mourners was her son, the new King of England, Edward VII, and her grandson, William II, the Kaiser of Germany. The close familial ties between the leaders of Germany and England seemed to augur well for peace between the countries. However, geopolitics was to intervene in the coming years. Across the Atlantic, President McKinley, who had presided over the American War with Spain, which resulted in the U.S. becoming an imperial power for the first time, was killed by an assassin, anarchist Leon Czolgosz. McKinley was succeeded by his young Vice President Theodore Roosevelt. Roosevelt, in his inaugural address, stated, "We belong to a young nation, already of giant strength, yet with present strength is but a forecast of the power that is ours to come." That year, America became home to the first billion-dollar corporation when J.P. Morgan established U.S. Steel. In 1901, oil was discovered in Texas, foreshadowing the transformation of that state to the oil giant that it became. Despite its apparent success, the U.S. found it difficult to put down a rebellion of Filipinos who had expected independence after the U.S. captured the Philippines from Spain, but instead found a different type of colonial rule. 1901 was a year of discontent in Russia. A Russian student attempted to assassinate the Russian Minister of Education. This was followed by weeks of rioting and demonstrations supported by Russian thinker Leon Tolstoy. The Russian government, however, did not stray from its policies, and in Finland it attempted to further integrate a reluctant people into the Russian state. One of the effects of the continued unrest in Russia was an accelerated emigration of Jews of Russia. Nearly 80,000 came to the United States during 1901. An event that was to transform the century occurred when Marconi managed to receive a wireless signal across the Atlantic, thus speeding the transformation to a global village that was to mark the century.